Hello everyone and welcome back to Hilltop Gardens. Today we are picking blackberries. So all along the property we have wild blackberry bushes growing by the tons, it seems like. And right beside it usually are honeysuckle bushes, and I feel like that makes the blackberries a lot more plump and juicy. As you can see, these blackberries right here are just so plump, and the ones that I have found that do not grow beside the honeysuckle, they don't seem as plump and juicy. So I definitely love the smell of honeysuckle, and I think they are benefiting our wild blackberries. Just look how juicy and plump these are. They are so ready to be eaten. Well, in this case, they're going to be turned into jam. Look how giant this one is. Isn't that just beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful what nature can give you. All right, this is the last of the blackberries that I'm picking. It seems like I've been out here forever picking these blackberries because there are so many around our property. But it's so hard to let them go when they are so good for you. So I've got almost a bucket full. This is my little sand bucket that I had bought for my kids, but it is almost full of blackberries. So the next step is to go inside and wash them really good because there are some little critters on them. Ants like to live on them, and then I've seen a lot of stink bugs on them today. So next step, time to wash and wash my hands. Okay, I want to show you how I go to second step is rinsing them. I will put them in individual bowls like this, and I will fill them up with water, preferably cold water, and I will usually let them set for about 5 minutes just in case there are any bugs on them. It will basically drown the bugs. It may sound horrible, but still how I get the bugs off. And then, so once it's full, I will just take my hand, mix it up, pour out the water. You can use a strainer, but I just use my hand. And in this way, it's getting any of the remaining like leaf particles off also. And I'll go through and I'll actually make sure that the blackberries are good ones and don't have a bunch of blemishes on them or eaten by any bugs. So I'll do this process probably about 3 or 4 times just to make sure they're clean. And then the next step is the stovetop. Okay, so for about the size of bowl with blackberries, I put 2.5 cups of water in here, turn my heat to high, and then I will dump this in, let it start to boil and to reduce a little bit, and then the next step will be strain it, and then we'll be going into the pot with sugar. Okay, my next step after I feel like it's condensed down enough, I will get my strainer with a bowl and just pour it in there. Try to get all the juice out first because I tend to make a mess. So I'll pour a little bit in here and do a little bit at a time. Press it down, getting all the juice out of the berries, and then the rest that's left over, everything that's left over I will put in my compost bin bowl, and it will go out to the compost pile. So I press it until I feel like that I've gotten all the juice out that I can. I'm sure there are better ways to do this, but this is the way that I have found that works best for me. I know there's machines out there probably that do this a whole lot better in a lot quicker time, but this is what works for me. And just as much out as I can, which will leave the pit and all the seeds in the little strainer. And then I'm left with what looks like slop. I don't know what it looks like. So I ended up with almost two bowls of the liquid. So now I have my water bath heating up, and I'm about to put this on the stove with the pectin and the sugar and get ready to can. So I do 5 cups of the juice with 7 cups of sugar and the bag of pectin, and that will make the jam. Now if you have any leftover juice, which I did, I had quite a bit of leftover juice, I will store this in the refrigerator until probably maybe a couple days. I'll pick some more berries and make another batch, but this is a great way to store it and have it ready for the next time. So I have all of my jars ready to go, filled and ready to go into the water bath. So here they go. Put that, and they will process for 10 minutes. The package says 5 minutes, but according to my altitude, I need to add 5 minutes to that. So total of 10 minutes to process these, and then they'll be ready. All right, so they are all done and set. So they'll set out here for at least 24 hours, cool off, and I make sure that the tops pop and they are sealed, and then they'll be ready to use. So that is the process I use to make my blackberry jam that I love so much. So I thought, while making the jam, what if we do a little giveaway? So once we hit 100 subscribers, I will give 1 jar away of my blackberry jam. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and share with all your friends. Hit the little bell button to be notified of any new videos that we do. So see you next time here on Hilltop Gardens.